Hello and welcome to Trigger Warning. It's Thursday, and yes, we're late, okay? But totally not our fault. About 2.5 hours ago, when we finished with everybody else's shows, I went and got us something to eat, and then we sat down to work on the show, by which I mean we went outside for a bit, came back in. Graham stalked a woman across the internet, and I looked at TikTok videos, and then we looked up and realised Graham had to have a poo, and it was 9:30. So, yeah, with no further ado, Graham, hello. Go on, Sparkles. There we go.
I did the wrong one. I did the crickets. Nobody cares. Hello, you good?
Yeah, you had a nice poo.
Yeah.
Watching me on Twitter whilst having a poo.
You keep relaxing me to the point where things come out.
It's my voice, dude. It can't be helped. It does these things to people.
I'm sorry we're late, though. I am sorry. I do apologise.
I'm fucking heartbroken myself. So heartbroken. Graham's looking for pictures at like 3 minutes to go, and I'm like, I can go outside for a cigarette. This will be fine. Got loads of time, and off I went. Who have we got in? We've got Super Space Cadet Elizabeth Jones. Hello, Elizabeth. Last Dance. Someone called Last Dance Junior on Twitter. I didn't know there were people that old on Twitter. The Vapist, Biscuit Vapes, Total Utter Nutter, Mr. Kill C1, Stephen Englander, and of course Smoke Steve, and Christina Ribena, hello, and Shanty Granty, and Buckscore, and Jesus, I've got to stop looking. I'll just be reading names out. Thanks for joining us, guys. If I've missed anyone, I'll try and get round to you in a wee bit. Going to go straight into something tonight while Graham's looking confused and awkward. One thing that's been cropping up a lot on Twitter lately is the idea that I am alt-right. Apparently because alt-feed is called alt-feed, that pays into this. Not that alt stands for alternative, and feed has nothing to do with race or politics whatsoever. It's an alternative feed. But I digress. Let's look at this. For once, I'm going to talk about me, which is unusual. But my politics, how far right am I? I've got the haircut. That's about it. But in terms of politics, Graham's going to be very disgusted now, but this is where I stand. I believe in free education. I believe in healthcare free at the point of need. I believe in social housing. I believe in welfare. I believe in protecting the most vulnerable people in society. I believe that nobody should be discriminated against because of their age, race, sex, gender, or anything else, especially in terms of employment opportunities, healthcare, anything like that. On the flip side, I believe we're overtaxed for many things. I believe our systems that I believe in are badly run, and they need to be run more like businesses than deities, because you can't say a negative thing about the NHS these days. When it comes to things like immigration, I believe in a points system. I do. I just do. We're a small island with limited resources, apparently, because we can't afford to treat people for fucking cancer right now. But that doesn't mean we should turn away all asylum seekers, even if by the letter of the law, if they travel through several other safe countries. They should stop there. But I don't see how this makes me alt-right. Because I looked at the alt-right, and then I see Richard Spencer. And I think he's a cunt. And I thought it was really funny when someone sucker punched him and he cried a little. I enjoyed that. I don't hate anyone because of their colour, because of their religion, their sex, their gender, their sexuality. I don't, because people aren't a monolith. I might dislike some people who happen to be of an ethnic minority or a given gender or a sex or whatever else, but that's about them as an individual. That's what that is. If you're being a cunt, I will call you a cunt. That doesn't make me a hatred of whatever group you happen to be in. It means I think you are a cunt. Maybe I think people like you are a cunt. But that won't be because of the colour of your skin. It'll be because you're a cunt and other people that agree with you are cunts as well. And I'm not sure that this makes me alt-right. I think it pushes me a little further to the left. I believe in free speech. And by that, I don't mean just for people that I agree with. Let's take an example, seeing as we're talking about far right. Holocaust deniers. Scum of the fucking earth. Every last fucking one of them. I don't think they should be silenced because I don't think we fix anything by brushing it under the carpet. I don't think it helps. Oh, but if we let them say anything, it'll encourage others. It takes more than words to encourage others. It takes a whole heap of shit to turn someone that way. What you're doing when you say things like that is saying that you're more intelligent than anybody else that doesn't share your opinion. I've got news for you. You're not. You are not the sharpest crayon in the box. You really aren't. In fact, if you're the sort of person that says I'm alt-right on Twitter, you're not the sharpest person in your house. You wouldn't be the sharpest person at the Special fucking Olympics. Okay? I will say things like retard, bitch, cunt, whore, dick, tranny, transcel, incel. I will say all those things. I might mean them. But you like to put everyone into little fucking boxes, and people don't work like that. Just because two-dimensional, boring, authoritarian assholes like you are happy to entirely define themselves by a single ideology or political stance, the rest of us don't work that way. And what I really need you to know, more than anything else, is when you and maybe your pals are all having a pile on saying these things to me and cutting me to the bone, I'm usually phoning Graham up saying, look at this cunt. You don't realise that I'm a 48-year-old man. I've seen things, especially because of Lively and Ogrish. I've seen shit you will never see. I've experienced things you will never experience. I've seen shit like you come and fucking go. You are there solely to entertain me. That's your only purpose in life. So I kindly request that not just 90% of you from here on in, 100% of you have a cartoon avatar and claim to be some kind of pansexual, demisexual furry, because that makes me very happy. Just like some of those weird fuckers yesterday LARPing as 16-year-old kids on Twitter. I know you're not a 16-year-old kid. I know the difference in how one of those types and our creepy Twitter furry pedo types. I see you, pedophiles. I see you hiding amongst the children being cool. I know how it works. So I'll tell you what, you figure out what my politics is. You tell me, and we'll leave it at that, because basically, I'm probably more liberal than you. How badly does that hurt, you fucking freak? Now, what has brought a lot of this up over the last couple of days, as well as just me being me, is Laurel Hubbard. You might be familiar with Laurel Hubbard. He's this guy. I'm taking the pictures up. I can't see, you see. So I'm like, he's this guy. I could be pointing at fucking nothing. This one has taken the place of a woman in her early 20s for the New Zealand Women's Weightlifting Olympics team. This big, sweaty, cock and balled up to the max fucking monster has taken the place of a woman on the team. And you know, in the last few lifts, he lifted more than the next two competitors combined. Now, what he's lifting is not even vaguely in the realms of what male champions lift. But women, he can do it. But apparently the Olympic Committee says, okay, because his testosterone levels aren't too high, He's 6'8", weighs about 40 stone, has got a cock and balls, but his testosterone levels aren't too high. How is this right or fair? So just because I say that a woman shouldn't lose out on a spot to a fucking grotesque, weak-elbowed fucking cunt like this, I'm in the wrong. How is it so okay to throw women under the bus? How in the fuck do you square that shit away with yourself? Now, usually they say this doesn't happen often. It's name one, and now that Laurel Hubbard's come out with, oh, you've just got one person. Well, luckily, we have RipX for nutmeg. If you're not familiar, it's RIPX, the number 4, then nutmeg on Twitter. Follow that account. They do some serious research. They have provided a very long list of gentlemen that have displaced ladies from teams. Gentlemen in their 40s in women's athletics. Fucking blokes with saggy balls on women's teams. That can't be right, can it? I mean, there they are, young women in the prime of their fitness, in their early 20s, sharing a dressing room with a leathery old man. It's like a bad porn film. So yeah, apparently misgendering people is far worse than crushing the dreams of people who have given their lives to excelling in what they do. Fuck those people, those cis women. They're not important. They're not marginalised. What was it I was told yesterday? You're a cis white man. You don't get to talk about this. It's at times like these that I have to exercise my white privilege. I'll talk about anything the fuck I like. That's how this shit works. You can't stop me. Get me banned on Twitter, I'll sit on alt feed being far worse every day. Fuck you people. Stop telling me what to think and say and do and believe. Stop. Fuck your feelings. Fuck them. The same way you should think about mine. It's fucking disgraceful, this hole that we've fallen into. Now, there are signs that we're pulling away from the madness, especially here in the UK, with Stonewall being slowly pushed aside, the growing realisation that Mermaids is a fucking hell organisation and that Gender GP really shouldn't be allowed to prescribe puberty blockers to children. Especially when the people behind Gender GP aren't even allowed to practice in the UK because they were not very good doctors. But they're allowed to prescribe life-altering drugs for kids. I mean, Graham, do you remember when Jamelia Jamal said that, oh yeah, half my classmates were on puberty blockers for heavy periods?
Yeah.
Well, we're laughing. I've seen that repeated today by a nurse.
Yeah. Well, they don't, that the problem, and it's a problem on the left and the right, but in terms of, it's a big problem in this particular area where they just read a headline or a tweet from a celebrity and it's fact. And it's fucking ridiculous.
Especially Jamelia Jamal.
Why would you get information from her? Like,
she's a fucking moron.
She's kind of fuckable. She's okay in that sitcom she's in, and that's it.
I don't know about the sitcom. I just know she's a fucking moron.
Yeah. You'd hate yourself afterwards, wouldn't you? Worse than we did after that McDonald's.
I wouldn't.
Would you not?
No, but my wife would hate me.
She'd hate me. I would. I'd feel so dirty.
Before I met my wife, that's generally how I felt anyway.
Can I just say as well, the person that was displaced was Kunini Manuma.
Of all the fucking people to read that out, Jesus.
Nini Manuma. I'm just going to pop her up there.
Manamana.
Look, everyone just calls her Nini, but I just wanted to give her a shout out.
That poor young woman, though.
21.
That poor young woman. 21.
Would have been her first Olympics, apparently, yeah.
And it's some big, fat, sweaty fucking bloke doing it instead.
Yeah. Like, literally, like he...
Goodbye, YouTube.
Just, oh, yeah. Get your super chats in before it...
It's been great.
Actually, we got screwed on the super chats, didn't we?
We get screwed on everything.
Really screwed. They took loads of money.
Yeah, they took like over 30% away from us.
Yeah.
And they've still not paid it out.
I know, we want to get back on that Streamlabs thing. That was better, wasn't it? And that gives us a dildo.
I've given in. I've just given in. I've just accepted that this shit's just going to cost me money forever. That's how it is.
Every week. Wee!
Week in, week out, just empties my fucking pockets. Oh, before we carry on with this, it's time to do some shout-outs. I like shout-outs. The first one, of course, is for Accounts Direct. If you're in business, got a small business, medium business, go and see them. Go and see them because they will look after you, provide an amazing service and help you really maximize everything you do. And if you're at the other end of the scale and you're in problems, these guys will help you out of them and help you stay out of them as well. Go to accountsdirect.co and get in touch and get them to have a chat with you. It doesn't cost anything to have a chat. And if you want, if you're not comfy with that, drop me a DM on Twitter at Hayden Hewitt and I'll put you in touch myself. The reason we do this is because, number one, Stephen Englander is a good friend of ours, without whom none of this shit really be going on. And also, I genuinely believe it. They're genuinely just very good and cheap, reasonably priced. I can't say cheap. That has a bad connotation, doesn't it? Would you like a really cheap shoddy again? But they are very reasonably priced, so do check out Accounts Direct. Also, seeing as we're speaking about them, Stephen has his live show every Thursday at 5:30 p.m. That's Between the Spreadsheets. You can check it out on Alt Feed, but I'd really appreciate it if you'd head over to his YouTube channel. It's just youtube.com/Stephen Englander. Drop him a like and subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate if you do that. Also, every Thursday at 6:30, we have Plain Comedy with Colin Manford and Lorraine Robinson and various comedian guests where they discuss being in comedy and travel and all things like that. So do check that out as well. And on a Saturday night on Alt Feed, you can check in with Smoke Steve. He hosts what used to be called the International Pub. I think it's just called Smoke Steve Makes a Drink now. I'm not really sure. It changed. But that's every Saturday night, 11 p.m. UK time. You can join in. Bit like a Zoom meeting, hang out, talk about whatever you want, and the guys in there are really cool and you'll enjoy that. So do go and do that. I was just about to ask you if we had any emails. We don't take emails anymore. Where the fuck did that come from?
No, but we've lots of comments.
I'm having a senior moment.
So I was just grabbing the link for Stephen's channel. So if people could just drop it a sub, that'd be really, really good. I bet Alex has already done it, hasn't he? No, he's not. He's so shit. There you go, guys. Link in the chat right now. Just pop over, give him a sub, please. Go on. We'd love you for it.
Right, well, I'm done now, Graham. Is that it?
That was lovely, yeah. We've talked about Jamelia again. We've talked about the trannies. That's basically it. Really, yeah.
The trans cells, the troons. Let's get that fucking ban hard, Graham.
Maggie May, subscribe to us, by the way.
Thank you very much, Maggie May. Just waiting for someone else.
Well, I can read out some things. Total Autodota said that Hayden is the bastard son of Joe Biden.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Donald Trump.
I can get this as well on the other page. I saw.
My hands are too big, aren't they? I couldn't be of the Trump family. Also, there is a chin. It's not good.
Charlotte said, "Greetings, Hayden."
Charlotte. Did Charlotte say that? Yes.
Yeah. Hey, right. I have a way about me, okay, and I'm not going to apologise or adjust it for anyone. Charlotte said,
"Learning difficulties."
Greetings, Hayden, you transphobic git.
Hello.
Apparently, Blind Fury said, "Keep digging," and this is endless. I don't know what that was in reference to, but I'm glad you're enjoying the show. And
that's all that matters.
A lot of things about obviously the lady that got passed over, Nini.
Oh.
People are very upset.
It's horrible, isn't it? It's absolutely fucking horrible to lose out some 40-year-old fucking bloke.
And people are, I know some people are complaining about like, oh, why did it take the Olympics for it to thing? And it's because it's so visible, isn't it?
Well, to be honest, Ripex for Nutmeg, why I mentioned Ripex there, like I say, they've done that huge list of over years women being misplayed, but the problem is no one looks.
No
one says. A guy asked me on Twitter, why are you so hung up on this trans thing? And I had to explain, it's not a trans thing.
No.
I don't give a fuck about trans people any more than anybody else. It's women being bullied, women being pushed aside, women being told, you must do what we fucking say or you're a monster, and we will fuck your life. That is wrong. Just because of their feelings or dysphoria. I'm sorry life's hard for you. Guess what? It ain't a fucking bowl of cherries for everybody else either.
Yeah.
You're not that fucking special just because you're desperate to wear a fucking frock. Crack on. I'll call you whatever the fuck you like. Just stop being a twat about it. Almost as needy as wheelchair people, Graham.
Thing is, though, man, like,
Oh, shit.
you know, you can't go to the Olympics because you're trying to, oh dear, isn't life terrible? You know, join the other 99.999% of
But
the
they could.
population who also can't
Why
go.
can't they go in the male? Because they are males. Since when is it gender separated?
Well, the Paralympics. You're disabled. Of course you are. You don't cook your own.
Oh, that's not fair. Have you seen them poor fuckers? They have to be in tripods while they go down the track. You're going to put that fucking lump in with them.
Yeah, it'd be funny that, wouldn't it?
Oh, he's won again.
Battering midgets with his boobs going everywhere. His boobs and his cock both visibly sweating.
Ball sweat and under tit sweat. Great combo. Fresh.
You know, it's one of them. You ever hear about those girls? You know, they lift them up and there's like fungus growing under their base.
No, plenty of that. Like Yaniv. I'm sure Yaniv's fucking riddled with that shit.
Oh,
He blocked me on Twitter, you know, the cunt.
Really?
And I don't know why. It was when I asked him why he was hanging around schools taking photographs. And for some reason, he blocked me for that. And I don't know, because that is far and away not the worst thing I've ever said to him.
Yeah, he normally thrives off the attention, doesn't he? It's what he's there for.
I get blocked a lot.
Maybe it was a bit too close. One of your gender critical ladies blocked me, didn't she?
Yeah,
I called
one of my ladies.
I called you a bigot, and she blocked me. Because I said you would discriminate against the forced bi community.
Forced by, yeah. Gold Eagle Media says, hello, mate, says, maybe they should just have their own Olympics, call it the very special Olympics. I'd fucking watch the Tranny Olympics.
Yeah, it'd be great.
That'd be fucking epic.
The trannies would be fun again.
Hammering down the 100-metre track.
Shout out to Bina, by the way, one of your gender critical mates. She got me. She understood.
There we go. Thank you very much.
Big love.
I like it. I had to put a post up. Was that explaining? I'm not a feminist. I'm definitely not a feminist. No men are feminists. Any man that says he's a feminist, stay away. It's full of shit. It's like the cunt at parties that read Jean-Paul Sartre in the vague hope someone will throw him a fucking pity fuck. You know, don't trust them. Don't trust them. You know, and I say things that piss off some of my followers, the Radfems especially. They get really fucking naughty with me sometimes. But I don't shit on women. You know, that's what you don't do. Simple as that.
Tarnox asked you a question there. It's not a super chat, but I'm still going to highlight it because it's interesting, even though you
How
are
do I
cheap.
feel about hermaphrodites whose parents and doctors decide naughty bit is removed? Could it be possible the adults cut off the wrong bits? Hermaphrodite isn't really a thing as you might understand it. Now, it does happen that they assign, you know, right, okay, we really don't know what's going on here. We're going to cut one lot of these off. But usually they know what sex the child is. It's incredibly rare that they can't tell what sex the child is. It has happened. It happens less now. Some of those, I knew some of them. I've spoke with some people in that position who decide. But the fact is, you know, just because one bad thing happens, I mean, don't get me wrong. If an adult wants to cut the cock off or grow a cock on their arm and stitch it on where the fanny used to be, it's not my problem. Whatever gets you through the fucking day, you know? And if that's what it takes to make you live a happy life, you go get whatever equipment you want put in. I don't. It's nothing to do with me. It's when you start telling me I have to believe, I have to accept that what you believe is real. That's where the problems come in. You have to accept I'm a woman. No, I don't. I don't. You got big hands, an Adam's apple. I don't have to accept it. I just don't have to. So, and I think it's the problem that with any movement, when you are being kind and respectful and using pronouns that people want, which I still do, much to some of the radfems that have briefly followed me in the past, much to their consternation. But as soon as you start doing that, the fucking lunatics coming up behind them, aren't they? That's not enough. Tell me I'm a woman. What? Tell me I'm a woman.
Say it.
But mate, you got male pattern boarding. There's a big fucking beard, and you're being set down for sex offences. I'm a woman. Tell me or Twitter will ban you. Call me a male again, and you'll get banned. And they're fucking right. You do. You do. I know. Because when one told me that, I tried it, and I was banned promptly.
It's the ones that when they get bored of that, though, and they go, say I'm a they.
Yeah.
I'm a they.
That's when they've even gone past that.
Yeah, she doesn't give them the rush anymore. It's like, no, I'm a they.
I'd just call them a cunt. Simple as that. If you would like to donate to the Trigger Warning Project, however briefly this is available, you can super chat us now, where your comment will definitely be read out and addressed. There's a little button with a $sign right below the chat window. Press it and give us all your money. We spend it all on this.
I've got Streamlabs up as well.
And Streamlabs. In fact, wherever you want, I'll go to patreon.com/triggerwarningtv and sign up there to become a patron.
I'm just saying, do you want us to get 100% of it or 50?
Whatever makes you happy.
Of your $3.
Whatever makes you happy, but, don't be shy. Dig deep.
I'm still angry about that Richie one, because we did great on that one, didn't we? It was a couple of $100, and then YouTube went, we'll give you 100 of it.
My favourite one was they left the monetization switched off till it hit over 3,000 views.
Yeah, no ads until it had all gone.
Yeah, and then they gave us so, and then they went, well, we're going to have a big fucking bite of that, lads.
There's a fun game for after the show finishes as well. Watch our views drop in real time. People do that now, don't they? They sit there. Keep the stream on.
Tarnock, you fucking legend. Thank you, sir. No, they do. Our numbers would be fucked with. Someone sent me. I must actually read it all the way through.
That's Sue's comment you read out before, by the way. That's
Tarnock.
The question you asked. Yeah.
I know who Tarnock is. Yeah, he's an old live leaker. I know the dude. We know each other.
Right,
we got history.
I was just clarifying. We called him cheap for not donating. Then you read and replied, and then
there you go. He got his $5 worth.
He's a good man.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
The rest of them aren't, though. The rest of them are scum.
Yeah, of course. I saw that Helen Staniland was unbanned. I dropped her a DM. We're not like busy mates or anything, but we do talk. And I dropped her a message to welcome her back the minute she popped up, because why wouldn't I? Nice lady. Has very solid, reasonable points that are hateful, apparently. Yeah, Joss Pryor can... Oh, he's a fucking odd one. Scouser. He'll get us fucking banned. Joss Pryor blocked me a long time ago. Very angry troon, that one. Really cross. Calls everyone else a dullard. Fantastic. But it's a Scouser. He's got that, car theft vibe to everything he says. Oh, gosh. If you'd like to come along to Trigger Warning, you can. We can do it in limited numbers. We can't do a massive meal, but we're going to start releasing free tickets in a couple of weeks, and lots will be tickets for Stephen's show, which means you can get the tickets. They're only available to like 6 or 12 people. It's all we're allowed, I think. Yeah. Something like that. But you can get a ticket. We'll let you know how near the time. You can come down early in the afternoon on Thursday and go a bit, have a cup of coffee, a little drink of whatever you like, you know what I mean? And then you can watch Stephen's show, Playing Comedy, and hang out with us for 2 hours while we do not prepare a show for Trigger Warning at 10 o'clock and hang out with us till nearly midnight. Fucking hell.
It's actually, I'll be here tomorrow because apparently I work at Accounts Direct now. I'm sorry, I'm good idea.
Wear slacks.
Be lovely if they put me on the payroll at some point.
Be lovely if they put you on a computer upstairs. I'd fucking love that.
No, I've got a computer over there.
I want you upstairs.
You see, you thought I was doing that for the backgrounds, but I was just prepping. No, you can just put me over there, just near the stairs. But no, I'm sorting it out tomorrow, so keep an eye out on my.
We'll let you know when the ticket, and they'll be free.
Yeah.
When we do a proper alt feed meetup or meet space, whatever we call it, whenever we're allowed, that won't be free because there'll be loads of fucking costs for us because we're going to do it properly. Again, now fucking as many people down as we can to have a real free speech event, meaning halfway through we turn the cameras off and you can say anything the fuck you like.
This is just dipping the tip, though, isn't it, Aidan?
This is just putting the tip in.
Yeah, so it's not. You'll be watching us do the show. It's not an event where we're broadcasting.
But we'll be hanging out, and I will shout and swear at you. Don't worry, we'll have a lot of fun. You'll be in chairs, and like I say, there'll be refreshments.
Yes, I'm sorting all that tomorrow.
Graham's sorting all that tomorrow.
So not next week, the week after.
Is when the tickets are going to be
available. Keep an eye out.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Very, very limited.
But we'll let you know, and you can book them in and come and hang out with us. That'd be lovely. Again, unless you're mental and stink of piss. In which case, go home before Trigger Warning starts.
I have that slot covered, thank you very much. We don't need any more.
But we will hang out a little afterwards as well, won't we? We won't rush off. We'll say hello to peoples. And also, like I say, you'll have a solid couple of hours to hang out with us before we fucking do anything anyway. So do come and see us. I'd really enjoy that. Very exciting.
It's only 2 weeks away. Sooner than you think.
Yeah, but it depends whether people take the tickets, doesn't it? You know.
Well, they better do.
It could be 9 years before anyone does.
I'm going to make tickets tomorrow and everything.
Free tickets.
I'm going to make them even though they're free.
That's value, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do we charge for the coffee?
I don't know. Well, there will be a donation functionality, but we're not going to ask anything, obviously. Because it's kind of... The thing is, the first meet space went really well. We were dead excited. It's now been a year and a half because we've not been allowed.
It's been a long time, hasn't it?
So this is just us sliding it in, getting back to the idea of doing, working up towards monthly live shows or whatever. We'll see how it goes, won't we? We'll have to see.
I didn't agree to that.
No, but...
I seem to be doing a lot of things I don't agree to. People just go, right, we've sorted it, Hayden. I'm like, what? And they tell me, oh, that's nice. Worrying, really. I'm actually a little concerned about people coming here to hang out because I might be a dickhead. But then again, I've got Graham here for that. That's how we solve that shit. Did I leave the camera on? I pressed the button. Oh, I thought I'd left it on.
It was fine. I just brought myself in there.
Just the way you were sliding into the switch.
I was just
sliding in.
Well, you just insulted me, so I didn't feel like a sort of like...
Christina Ribena said, I'd so love to get my hands on one of them tickets, and I'm sure you'll be able to.
Keep an eye out tomorrow. Follow me on Twitter now, because I'll tweet it out as soon as I do it.
And just so you know, if you didn't come to Meet Space, it's about half a mile away from Victoria Station. We're just on the outskirts of the city. If you come by car, there's loads of free parking outside on the street in the evening. It's absolutely fine. And you'll be great. We're on all the transport links, all of that sort of thing. And if you come even earlier, there's places to get food around the corner. There's Marks and Spencer's, Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken, halal. You can't have fuck all with bacon on there. I boycott it because they charge me the same for something that should have the pig on it. Makes me very annoyed. Do I look like the sort of man that will give up his bacon? There's also a McDonald's around the corner, which is nice. And a B&M Bargains. So if you want to pick some things up for the garden while you're here, perfect time. Mark says there's a massage parlour. Don't know about that. And if there was, I don't know if I'd go to one round here. Ooh. Let's have a look. I'm catching half a story about someone in the bath and someone knocks on and comes in. I mean, that sounds quite interesting. Total Utter Nutter says put free tickets on eBay. We don't have to. Graham's going to be setting up a Eventbrite type thing, isn't it? But not Eventbrite.
it's very, very similar. Like, you know, you can just click it, claim it, it's yours, you're good. Just don't Nigel Farage us and take all the tickets and don't turn up. Actually, no, it wouldn't matter at all, would it?
It's even better if you charge for them and they do that, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking mint. We sold 500 tickets, no one's turned up. Oh dear. Let's get our drink on. Ubers tonight, lads. Right, garden chairs for Meat Rack 2. No, we're ordering proper chairs. People won't even have to carry them upstairs this time, which was very nice of you.
We're negotiating on the comfort level still.
Yeah.
I found some when you were out before that had arms, which I was like, well, that, you know, it's good. It's good.
Cheap.
Yeah, but they were cheaper than the ones we were looking at.
Cheaper than those ones that just like make you uncomfortable and give you a sweaty ass. That's fantastic.
Alibaba, man. It was the prices.
Fucking hell! They're all going to turn up this fucking big.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, we can't let Graham do the purchase.
I'm not doing it. I'm doing it. Stephen. Dude, Sierra Lynch has just gone live.
Who?
You know that girl from that film, Use Me?
No.
Use Me. I found out she's got a Twitch. She plays Mario Kart.
I don't know the film. I don't know the person.
I'm just saying, can we wrap this up? Because I need a good hour.
You need to spend some time.
Because it's a very little picture in the corner, and it takes me ages.
Edging.
Well, yeah.
Edging. No, but those tickets will be available, and I do hope we see some of you guys here. And let's say you can watch between the spreadsheets being done. Because remember, some of the folks that watch Stephen's show will be after them as well. But some of them might not want to stay till the end. So there might be something we can work out. But at the minute, I don't think it's going to be a mad scramble, is it? So they'll be available, and you can hang out, drink brews, talk shit, and all those other things. I think Spud C's just come in at the start of the show. It's always weird because obviously some people come later and they watch from the beginning, and it's on, because we have that functionality, we tick yes to that, don't we, on YouTube, that you can pause it and rewind. So it's really weird when someone comes in and gives a comment that I think, oh, that's a bit half an hour ago. And you never know quite whether to address them or not.
It's when people DM me on Twitter answering something that I said on a podcast 2 years ago.
That's tricky.
Like, as if that joke, whatever it was, is still right there in the front of my thoughts. And I'm just reading going, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
Buckscore says I'm a dirty, unvaccinated person, so I'll probably not be allowed in without quarantine. I don't give a fuck. It's not up to me. I don't fucking care.
We will not be doing
vaccinate or don't vaccinate. I don't fucking care. Do whatever you want. It's your life, dude. You live it however you like, you know. I never even thought about that. They have that. Did they not have those Q codes outside?
They do, yeah. And
I've never used one of those.
You're more than welcome to, but we haven't even, genuinely haven't even had a conversation about that. I mean, what would we do?
Why would we?
Well, I'm not going to fucking ask you your marital status on the way in, or
You will.
if you've got a foreskin still, and I'm not going to ask you if you're vaccinated.
He's definitely going to ask if you've got a foreskin. You should see how he stalked this woman on the internet before. It was fucking horrifying. I have to get a shot. So when you buy a ticket, I'll give you go on the desk, and if you're good at it, yeah. That was me in my head talking to me, not for you. Sure, it's me too, says I will dress up special. Oh, yeah. Furry.
It's been a long lockdown, Aidan.
I'm a wolf.
Very long lockdown.
Grrr.
I'll take, as long as there's curves there, I'll take it right now, to be honest.
Yeah, you find the red rocket. Oh, shit.
At that point, we're down to how he smells, I guess. Could still pass the sniff test.
Sure, it's me, says I've been stabbed twice and some. Must mean vaccination, or just very unlucky.
Oh, yeah. We don't care, though.
Greg Topple, who won't come anyway, says, do you have to wear a mask at this event? If so, can Graham wear a Ziploc bag over his head? No, you do whatever you want. I'm not.
Do we look like we're wearing masks?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the law is, but within the law, do whether wear a mask, don't wear a mask. Fucking, I don't care. Don't care. Yeah, of course, we do have to say before we go, fond farewell and happy trails to John McAfee, who was found dead in his prison cell in Spain after it was agreed that he would be extradited to the United States of America to face tax evasion charges and probably spend whatever years he had left in prison. Now, he has posted more than once about the fact that he's been threatened that he'll be suicided and that he wouldn't kill himself. And that could well be the case. It could be the case that someone's suiciding, but I wouldn't put it past John McAfee to think, fuck this, I'm checking out, but I'm going to leave an absolute shitstorm behind. And what lends credence to that was the fact that on his Instagram account, whoever's running that for him, I think his wife runs his Twitter one, they just posted the letter Q, and everyone lost their shit. And I just think, John, you fucking man. He lived as he died, strangely. But I'm going to miss that crazy old bastard. The world's going to be slightly less interesting for not having him in it. Because like him or not, he was never boring. He was never boring. Often incredibly insightful. Often did shit that really wasn't great, but you know what? Fuck it. You know, the world needs people like that, and we've got one less. Probably replaced by some milky toast fucking they, them, who's going to tell me how to think and speak and breathe and eat and shit and drive for the rest of my fucking days on this planet. But John McAfee, I know you're not watching right now. And I know we only ever shared a couple of DMs. But happy trails, sir. You will be fucking missed. You fucking legend. What a man. Tax is illegal, so I won't pay tax. Fucking okay, John. Sure, it's me. I don't know if he was... There was that thing in Belize, wasn't there, about did he or didn't he shoot his neighbour? I don't know. The man was a mystery in many ways, and he told a lot of tall tales as well, and it all kind of played in. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the fucker deserved it. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Apparently, Spudsy, he suicided himself. I won't put it past him. You know? Who knows, when you're 75 and... Apparently, Last Dance says he killed a man who killed his dog. Sounds justified to me. To me too, actually. That sounds perfectly reasonable. But, you know, 75, living the last of his days out in a US prison, where he wouldn't, as Graham said earlier, you know, have all these social media stuff and all things to do. That'll be gone. Maybe he just thought, Dad, you know what? Fuck it, I'm out. Tapping out. He's lived 10 lives, you know. So who knows? Who knows? But yeah, farewell. We won't see the like of him again, I don't think. See, it's when I catch random comments, dude. He's like, a plaster and a quick blast of Barbie Girl to make you feel better. He's dead. I don't think that's going to help. It's the problem when you come in the middle of someone's conversation. Yeah. It's very difficult. And Fat Belly, I don't know what cameras won't working means, but I'm sure it means something to you. He's been on the Guinness. Definitely.
I have, apparently. Smoke Steve's convinced I'm drunk. I'm definitely not.
No.
I really don't know why he thinks I am, but whatever.
He's definitely not even close to drunk, trust me. He's not had fuck all. Right, let's have a quick flick through this because we're getting near time now. I don't even want to start another story because we'll end up finishing dead fucking late.
Maybe Fat Belly is saying the cameras weren't working at the prison where he died.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they weren't.
Maybe that's what he said. I don't know. I'm trying to be, you know, very generous in my interpretation.
And there's me going, he's a drunk Irishman. What does he know? Yeah, we're going to have to try and push this show a little harder. Numbers are going again, Graham. They're dropping, they're falling. Week on week. YouTube are fucking killing us, dude.
It's shares, man. If we don't get shares off you, we don't get seen. That's the end of it. Well, you and the rest of everyone.
I share it.
I know you do.
I share it. Well, don't look me in the eye when you say that. I feel bad. Like, you should feel bad for not sharing it. Please help us out, guys. Share the show. Click like. All that shit helps a lot and doesn't cost you fuck all. But do share the shows. Get it out there. It's not like anyone's really your friend. Share it with all those people. Help us out. Why not? Then we can do more of them. Because the plan is to start doing another show pre-recorded earlier in the week. So there'll be 2 trigger warning shows. That is the plan. When we'll start doing that, I have no fucking idea. I really don't. But I'm looking forward to it. Doing pre-record will be weird. Because in the back of your mind, then you've got that thing where it's like, well, if I fuck up, I can start again. And I don't like that. I like my fuck-ups to be shown to everybody. Because that's how we get the most love and bands. But yeah, share, click like, click subscribe, click the touch our bell. And share it on your social media channels. And if you don't have social media channels, on notice boards at the church and the newsagent. That would help. It all helps. Do help us to grow the channel into a behemoth. What'll probably help is when Richie starts his TV show, won't it, really? Be far more successful than us. Because he's really good. And he does stuff. Doesn't just rock up, say, I've got this.
He does that prep thing, doesn't he?
I've heard about that. Does that mean he sits on the couch over there, eats a McDonald's and looks at TikTok?
Yeah, but he obviously does all that before he gets here, because we don't see any of that.
No, we don't see that part. We definitely don't see that part. Right, guys, it is only 22:51, but I don't want to start another story now, and I'm going to be honest. I'm fucking knackered. I'm working really late. And on top of all the other shit, the fucking cars are killing me. They're killing me, Graham.
I know. Killing
me. So I'm going to go home, and I'm actually going to do some work before I go to bed. I know. I'm going to be up very late, and then start it all again in the morning. But that's all right, because I'm a young man. Alan, I'm not doing the lockdown shows anymore. That ship sailed, dude. Can't go back to that. That was not fucking healthy. That was a really unhealthy time. So much drinking. So much drinking. That wasn't proper at all. Guys, thank you so much for watching the show. Do keep up with us on Twitter. You got at AltFeedNow, at Triggered TV, of course, at Graham Booth, and at Hayden Hewitt. And keep up with what's going on there. We'll let you know what happens with the tickets if you want to come and hang out with us and watch the show being filmed and just spout a load of shite. That'll be cool. So we'll keep you in the loop with that. And do go and sign up on altfeed.org as well, because that's the place we'll be when we finally get banished from YouTube. And it won't be live on there either, but we can host our own videos. We can't open it for everybody else, but we can host our own. So do all that. And I'll be back next week on Thursday. I'll give you an extra 10 minutes to make up for this week, because I'm good like that. I don't know. I'm just promising shit at this point. Do join Smoke Steve on Saturday, 11 p.m. UK time, and then pop back here next Thursday for all the other shows we do. And of course, trigger warning, where I will endeavour to say shit that people just don't fucking like. Until then, have a wonderful weekend. Don't catch any STDs or flesh-eating bacterial diseases. And I'll see you next week, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.